break the neck, gon' bust around. No one down, pass it around. Hey, roll with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges.
One Kansas City Chief is gone already. Here's a chance to have a teammate join him. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact you. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
Never come down.
I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team.
What with me now? We running wild. Nobody getting, we on the town.
Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they'd lean that way if a player from that team became available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. And with that, you've just wrapped up putting together your very first... All right, now you've reached the lineup screen. It might be time to make a few organizational decisions, so adjust your depth chart if need be.
Just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this Draft Champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. A pickup there of 36. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it. The receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mark Barron from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. They're going to look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andre Johnson, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. First and 10, Elway escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Shedding the tackler, it gives him some room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Peterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elway. This will be caught just inside the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Elway. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll go with a keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what...
They really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the completion, Frank Gore. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Anunwa's got it, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got an open man. It's a new one. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Gore back there is the lone setback. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Quincy Anunwa as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Scobie now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, Elway steps away to his left. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. play of the half. It's Elway. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's awfully tough on a defense when he's able to move outside the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for open targets. You don't know whether to attack him or lay back and try and defend the pass. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From midfield, Elway. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Elway to throw on second. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. Give him 30 yards there. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Escaping the pressure right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself. Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Peterson. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time. Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jelani Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th. It's Elway. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. kickoff team on the field now. Away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so.
There goes Frank Gore. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Frank Gore, 70 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down, Elway. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. That'll bring up second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And past the 30, down to about the 27. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Frank Gore, 39 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 60 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Elway on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
2nd and 10, Elway again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jelani Jenkins from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here we go. It's Elway on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Deion Sims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Gore. Shreds the tackle and able to push his way forward here for a good... Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Three yards to go here on second down. They come out here in the eye. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll lose yardage on... Now, whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw here. They go with the screen to Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Gore back there is the lone setback. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.